Hey there, welcome back to another video. Just like last time, my name is Nick. Let's get into this video. So this is actually going to be the first in a series that I'm planning on working on where I highlight the career of journeyman athletes. For my criteria for an athlete to make the list is they had to have played for at least 6 different teams throughout their career. And we're going to see if them jumping from team to team led to them getting that ultimate goal for any athlete, which is becoming a champion. So I got my notes here just like always. Let's get into it because our first athlete that we'll be highlighting is Patrick Maroon, one of my favorites from the NHL over the last little while. So he was drafted in the 6th round of the 2007 draft, 161st overall by the Philadelphia Flyers. He spent 3 years in the Flyers farm system before he was traded to the Anaheim Ducks in 2011-2012. That season, he got his first taste of NHL action. He played 2 games for the Ducks, had 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, 2 penalty minutes. 2012-2013, he got a little bit longer stay. He played 13 games, scored 2 goals, had 1 assist for 3 points, and 10 penalty minutes. 2013-2014, he was a mainstay in the NHL. He played 62 games, had 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points, and 101 penalty minutes. That year, the Ducks made it to the playoffs. He played an additional 13 games, scored 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, had an additional 38 penalty minutes. 2014-15, he played 71 games, 9 goals, 25 assists for 34 points, and had 82 penalty minutes. Ducks were back in the playoffs that year, played 16 games, scored 7 goals, had 4 assists, 11 points, and 6 penalty minutes. 2015-16, played 56 games for the Ducks, scored 4 goals, had 9 assists for 13 points, and 54 penalty minutes. On February 29th of 2016, he was traded to the Edmonton Oilers for Martin Journeyman and a 4th-round pick in 2016. After that trade, still 2015-16, he played 16 games for the Oilers, had 8 goals, 6 assists, and 14 points with 34 penalty minutes. He had done better with the Oilers because he was playing with Connor McDavid in his rookie season, arguably one of the best players to ever play the sport. So next year, 2016-2017, getting a full season playing with Connor McDavid. He played 81 games, scored 27 goals, 15 assists, 42 points, and had 95 penalty minutes. The Oilers made the playoffs that season, played 13 games, had 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points for 20 and 28 penalty minutes. And then 2017-18, played 57 games with the Oilers, had 14 goals, 16 assists, 30 points, 60 penalty minutes. But on February 25th, 2018, he was traded to the New Jersey Devils for J.D. Dudek and a 3rd-round pick in 2019. He was not happy about leaving Edmonton. I don't think I'd be happy either, leaving one of the best players in the world in Edmonton to go play for the Devils. But once he got to New Jersey, he played 16 games, had 3 goals, 10 assists for 13 points, and had 11 penalty minutes. He played 5 games in the playoffs that season for the Devils, had 1 goal, 0 assists, 1 point, 0 penalty minutes. On July 10th, 2018, during free agency, he signed with his hometown team, the St. Louis Blues. Just a 1-year deal, so in 2018-19, he played 74 games, had 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points, and 64 penalty minutes. This year in the playoffs, he played 26 games, had 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points, 8 penalty minutes, and he won the Stanley Cup with his hometown team. I think that's something that athletes just dream about, winning a championship for their hometown. On August 24th, 2019, he signed a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Lightning. In 2019-2020, this season was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and then the season ended up picking up again. I think it was July or August, and they did the bubble hockey. So Eastern teams were in Toronto, Western teams were in Edmonton. But so he played 64 games before the pause, had 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points, and 71 penalty minutes. In the playoffs that year, Tampa Bay went on a bit of a run. He played 25 games, had 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points, 32 penalty minutes, and won his second Stanley Cup. In 2020-2021, still with the Lightning, played 55 games, scored 4 goals, had 14 assists, 18 points, and 60 penalty minutes. In the playoffs that year, played 23 games, had 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points, and 37 penalty minutes. Won his third straight Stanley Cup. Single man dynasty right there. In 2021-2022, he played 81 games for the Lightning, had 11 goals, 16 assists, 27 points, 134 penalty minutes. In the playoffs that season, Tampa Bay went on another run, looking for their third straight Stanley Cup. He played 23 games, had 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points, 32 penalty minutes, but the Lightning did in fact lose that year to the Colorado Avalanche, but still Patrick Maroon made it to 4 straight Stanley Cup finals. 2022-2023, he played 80 games, had 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points, 150 penalty minutes, a career high for him. In the playoffs that year, played 6 games, had 0 goals, got 1 assist, 1 point, and 16 penalty minutes. On July 2nd of 2023, Patrick Maroon was traded to the Minnesota Wild with Maxim Kojovic for a 7th-round pick in the 2024 draft. With the Wild that season of 23-24, he played 49 games, had 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points for 60 penalty minutes. On March 8th of 2024, he was traded again, this time to the Boston Bruins for Luke Toporowski and a conditional 2026 6th-round pick. In the remainder of 2023 with the Bruins, he only got a cup of coffee, played 2 games, had 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, 0 penalty minutes. He did have some playing time with the Bruins in the playoffs, played 13 games, had 0 goals, 2 assists, 2 points, and 18 penalty minutes. On July 1st of the free agency season, he signed a 1-year deal with the Chicago Blackhawks for the 2024-2025 season. He played 68 games, had 5 goals, 14 assists, 19 points, 97 penalty minutes. He did announce his retirement. I believe it was back in March of this year that at the end of the season he was not going to continue his career. So his overall career stats, he played 848 games, regular season games, 126 goals, 197 assists for 323 points, and he had 1,087 penalty minutes. In the playoffs for his career, he had 163 games played, 23 goals, 30 assists, 53 points, 215 penalty minutes. For those of you wondering, 163 games is just shy of 2 full seasons. So he essentially had 2 additional seasons of just playoff hockey that he played throughout his career. He played for 8 different teams throughout his career, qualifying for the Journeyman series. And the only hardware he had throughout his entire career was the 3 Stanley Cups he won back to back to back from 2019 to 2021. So as you'll find out in this series, journeyman players aren't always necessarily the star players, but they're the guys that will kind of get you over that hump to possibly win a championship. So we'll just go through different careers of journeymen. And if you guys have any journeymen that you want me to cover, throw it down in the comment section below. Till next time, bye-bye.